Alright, I think I made a bunch of stuff future filthy problem last time I played, if I recall correctly. That's right, we fought like 25 unhold fights in a row. Gear's looking okay. Our resources. 4K cash isn't that much. No ambition right now. 100 food, 57 supplies. Have a whip. I think we purchased that. I think we just bought a mace. Are we fighting things right now? Got these terrible archers, right? Yeah, 2 terrible archers. Hello, Sir Flipper. All right, we got some cool stuff in this one. We've got the fencing sword, and we've got a brute brawler we're interested in too. Okay.
A renewal. Welcome back.
Monkey to Roofy. Thanks for the 6 months. Okay. How's the fencing sword performing? We haven't done it a lot yet, honestly. So at the moment, okay, but we don't have a specialized fencer yet. So at the moment, it's just like a better sword, kind of. All right, so where the hell were we going? We were struggling to make money on this map. I don't know if you share, if you just sub to me, Lucky Horse, it's not currently showing up as a, you may not have shared it, but anyway. Your first comment didn't have a sub icon, did, and your second did, so I don't know. Hey, Camp Car. Where are we going? We could be exploring over here, but I feel like that's not what's happening.
Our modest fellowship expands.
Thanks, Get Shrek
Praise the
TV.
sub.
All right. Are you sub now? Yeah. Yep. Hello, Catheros. How's it going? Okay, so we got to figure out the hell we're doing. I think we're going down here, and day 28, starting to see raiders get a little bit annoying. We have most of the raider gear that I care about. So really this is camp time if we can make it happen. Don't really want goblins with this team, particularly. Small orc camps would start to be nice. More raider camps are probably okay, especially if we catch them at night before the raiders become ridiculous. And what else? Start on barbs, I guess. All right, so we're headed this way, I guess. Do we have direwolf potion? If we don't, we should fight those. Oh, we should assign some potions to... Do not have direwolf potions yet. I don't know that we can easily get to them. We can try, I guess. They're running the wrong direction. Okay, never mind. 6 brigands are yes, especially with no archers. All right, team's at 11 right now. We can definitely put a 12th in. Chad Peddler wants to be in. I don't need both archers in this fight, especially when they're so bad. Okay. I'm glad you're enjoying the tips. So we're set up to fight animals, right? This is all swords. What's our raider fighting gear look like? A little different, I think. Some flails, presumably. And Limberloa is really close to 7, but not one of the people we want to invest heavily in, huh? It's probably just here. Okay. Is this a different run from what? The YouTube one? Yeah, it's 2 runs. It's 2 runs ahead of the YouTube one. If you're asking, is it a different run from last time I streamed? No, it's the same run from last time I streamed. More daggers, I guess. Go. I'm not quite sure how they managed the high ground here, but so close in damage. Dude, how the fuck did they get the high ground here? Start on the high ground. Must be nice, Raiders. Must be nice. That tile is safe, right? It's that tile and this tile. Okay. He's gonna get 1 attack off regardless of what we do.
You have returned.
Honest question, do you still dislike the graphics of this game? I remember you didn't want to play it for the longest time due to the art style.
It's more like I become acclimatized to them. This is how Battle Brothers looks to me these days. Like, this is how it's supposed to look kind of deal. So, I don't think I like or dislike the graphic style here. It's certainly not as off-putting as I initially found it. Alright, we definitely want to kill this thing. Dude, I don't really want to... I guess we just attack this guy. I don't really want to die to it. Easy 5%ers. Headshot with the axe. Or the dagger, rather. It's a fun weapon to use. The duelist weapon. You're kind of all over the place with it, which is nice. What the fuck is supposed to go with this guy? Archers are entirely useless this fight. No surprises. All right. Personal opinion experience with the Anatomists compared to other runs. I think we have a command for that. Do you have any specifics you want to ask about that, or just the general about that? Do we want to take this bandit fortification? We probably do. What do we do with this one here? A little bit of armor damage. Depends how nasty this next one is. Really. I like how GTN didn't hit a single thing last fight. It might not be accurate enough for that mace, as tempting as it is to run it. It's not like the rest of the team is very good right now. Seven to 10 raiders, 2 to 3 marksmen, 2 to 3 thugs on a hill. Okay. Do I think that making more potions, getting my opinions on making more potions, this is a single player game. You can play it in any way you want, and no judgment associated with that. There's no right way to play Battle Brothers particularly. From the perspective of what do I think of that, I think the potions are already a big late game power spike for the team. Getting more I don't think is necessary to get that power spike. You're already getting that power spike. So From my perspective, I probably wouldn't want to play with that mod, but lots of people play with lots of different overhaul mods and enjoy it. Just I don't tend to be one of them. What am I doing with this guy? We're waiting to roll more, huh? Not convinced this guy can stand around and take shots right now. Okay. -4 range defense. Okay. All right, I think this is where we want to be for this fight. Let's go do it. Okay. Good morning, Nope. How many elevation levels will they be on? 7. Today it's 7. Each archer has its own tower, constructed specifically for it. They've been fortifying in this location for thousands of years. Generations upon generations of raiders have stood atop these hills, firing on unsuspecting individuals. I mean, alright, I guess. Would you like to be in low ground? No? Prefer not to be in low ground? Okay. Thank you, DHB.
Returned.
52 months of tier 3 subbing. Much appreciated. I know.
A gleaming endowment.
3,500 bits thrown my way too. Thank you. Thanks for 35 bucks. Does lunge avoid spear wall? Anyone know? Do I go like through spear wall with lunge? Is it gonna be painful? I think their power level isn't that high. It depends how bad our team is. I do regularly look at teams and be like, nah, this is fine, and then they're not fine at all. So we'll see. Lunge doesn't ignore spear wall. Okay. I don't want to be on low ground over there. Yeah, tough terrain, thankfully at night. Dude, that was still a 50% because it's an elevated spear wall. It's fucking nuts. This guy's wounded. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Fight's not rewarding at all. Oh, Kraken. Yeah, Kraken's a bitch. I saw YO and Triple P were playing around in my Discord with a bunch of different tech strats that look kind of interesting. I'm excited to hear about those and try those at some point. I think I'm sold on the arrow catcher for goblins. I think it's a nice solution to this team getting through goblin camps. So I'm sold on that, and I'm curious about the Kraken tech too. It looked interesting, so something different is always fun. Yeah. We're in a really bad spot on Noob from K, honestly. This guy shield walled up. He did. Also a shield wall. We don't have spec, so we can't go around it. This is such a nightmare fucking position with the moat. New skills. No new skills. No. Oh, come on. Double hits through shield wall. Triple hits through shield wall. Quadruple hits through shield wall and dead. The only way I can see getting him out is to rotate from the bottom. Just kidding. We'll just take 2 deaths. Okay. First fight of the day, curse. Yeah. Second, but yeah. I mean, it's this terrain, right? They've got an elevated fortress with a fucking moat again. Like, as if everyone was sitting there going, you know what would really make raiders more fun? When everyone was like, wow, what would make raiders more fun? What if we gave them a moat? What? How would that make that more fun? Doesn't sound like it'd be more fun. It sounds like the opposite of more fun. Yeah. Everyone was thinking to themselves, man, marksmen are just something that we enjoy fighting, especially uphill. Let's give them guaranteed uphill on terrain with fortifications and a moat. Just for funsies. Sure. He's got to be at like plus 1,000% chance to hit right now, since he hasn't hit anything all game. Nice double miss on your shield bashes. Very helpful. All right, what are we at? Plus 40% chance to hit. Oh my god, a hit. Can we even walk away from here? Like, this guy is still fucking people up. Oh no, I just moved under him thinking I could move through him. Get wrecked. All right. I'm going to be doing a longer stream today. I'm going to be streaming probably roughly my normal time till about 3 or 4 p.m. my time. So it's 9 a.m. now. About 6 hours minimum right now. 6 to 7 today. Come on, man. Every hit of mine's a miss. Every hit of theirs is a hit. Continuing with the every miss is a hit. Every swing is a miss, rather. I mean, this guy dies. There's nothing I can fucking do about that, sadly. They're going to go ahead of me in the turn order. They haven't missed yet. They're not about to start. That guy needs to die before he kills this guy. Try to go for the roll there. Okay, well, we didn't do anything right there in the sense that we didn't protect this guy in any way. He just didn't die from that roll. Firing into Raider shields uphill with 3 archers sitting there shooting at us is just asking for trouble. Perhaps you'd like to die, Raiders, no? Holy shit. Alright, well this fight fucking sucked ass. I don't know how bad it is yet either. I don't yet remember which brothers I was really trying to save and which ones I wasn't. I think we just lost our highest accuracy attacker, which was the guy using the fencing sword. Got our fencing sword back. But overall a net loss here, right? This guy is struck down, but he's struck down with an absolutely useless thing, which is basically worse than just dying. 10 ads on joining the channel seems absurd. And I mean, dude, just sub. Like, you don't get any ads on Twitch with subs. So that one you're talking about, which is the ads on join, is a mandatory Twitch-wide thing. Gets disabled by people subbing, or rather, when I run regular ads, the join ads get disabled. for a short period of time, and if you're subbed, you don't get ads. So I don't know what to say, man. Like, bring it up with Twitch. Like, I have no say on that. All right. That's a fucking shitty fight for us. Yeah. I do not want to tank this run. I'm kind of interested to see where this run goes. But we do need to start capitalizing on the stuff that we have. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I watched... Dude, I play a game called Crowfall, which is a small MMO that didn't do well on launch and continues to be kind of questionable whether or not it's worth investing my time in. But I enjoy playing with the guild that I play with, and every like 2 minutes there's a post on their like Reddit forum like, is this a dead game? And then like 5 people chime in, and then this one guy was like, I really wanted to check it out, but I saw that it was free to play, and it was only a 2-week trial, and then it would be $12. And I thought to myself, this probably isn't worth the value. And I'm just sitting there going like, you do understand that this is a business, right? So you wanted them to like give you the game, let you try the game for multiple weeks without paying for it. And then the price point was $12. And you thought to yourself, man, they're really ripping me. That was the off-putting moment. What did you think you were going to do for the game? They were just going to give you the game? You were going to walk over to them. They would hand you the game, maybe hand you $100 and be like, have fun. Like, I don't know. It just seems insane to me. All right, there's some shepherds here, and we need archers. Okay. All right, Chad Peddler continuing to be exactly as the name suggests. Okay. We're at underdog. Rice survived, which was good because we didn't think he was going to. Already at 40 resolve as a thief and just min-rolled everything. That sucks. All right. I know, right? Like anytime, okay, chat. All right, this is just a 2-second public service announcement. Anytime you have a product that you get,
A magnanimous dispensation.
Jesus Christ, thank you, DHB. It's 10,000 bits, $100. Thank you so much.
A renewal.
Watching a stream and a strong Bloody Mary is helping my hangover. Yeah, I think one has more impact than the other. Anyways, small public service announcement. Thank you, Lighton, for the sub as well. Small public service announcement here, right? Anytime that you're using a product and you think it's free, it isn't free. No one gives you products for free, ever. What you're actually getting out there, unless it's some open source, not-for-profit kind of, community-sourced project, it's not free. There's something that they're getting from you. Maybe it's tracking data. Maybe it's microtransactions so that they're not... that you might actually be able to play a game for free while the whales eat the cost of that, but it's not free by and large, right? So like, it's like if you guys seen like Lost Ark is free, but it's a pay-to-win game, right? Where their profit model is essentially a small percentage of people will pay a lot of money into that game, and they will support their entire cost of that game based on those people essentially. It's just like, I don't know. Every time people are like complaining about free stuff, I'm like, man. All right. So we've got a range defense, determined, ailing, initiative, range skill, poacher. Not poacher. Shepherd. And a ranged attack, bright, survivor, resolve. Shepherd. Yeah. And I mean, there's exceptions. Again, the exceptions are like the crowdsourced like community projects of people who are just like, it's a passion project, right? But those are not for-profit models very often. And oftentimes they end up evolving into profit models a lot of the time anyways. What is this guy? He wants to roll melee attack. Sure. Okay. All right, did we lose our brute? No. We lost one of our, was that one of our starting bros? Yeah. 29 days, 29 battles was one of our starting bros. Okay. Exactly, exactly. And that's totally fine. It's totally fine to engage with those types of things, but it's the weird idea that you will be getting stuff for free from companies that are for profit is just so strange to me. And it's so strange when people are like upset that they aren't. Like, to go back to the, the thing we're talking about here, the Crowfall comment, right? It's like, what would have made, if anything other than I wanted the game absolutely for free for the entirety of it and still wanting all the features and demanding all the stuff that I expect from a game, what else was their comment really supposed to tell us? Just, anyways. So, to some degree, I absolutely empathize with you, right? Like, I don't like the amount of mandatory Twitch ads in here. But on the other side, I go, shit, there's a bunch of us trying to make a living here. And they're trying to figure out the way to monetize this that is the best way to monetize it. And I'm not a huge lover of the fucking Twitch policies either, but I get what they're trying to do, and I understand the motivation behind it. And it seems... Anyway, there's ways to get around it. Run an ad blocker, buy a sub, or eat it, right? Like, those are your options, pretty much. Thank you, DM, you can... Yeah, right. Sound called Magnus. That's the other thing that drives me nuts too. I get that. Yeah, get that too in some things. So anyway. All right. So do we want either of those shepherds? We got okay. What else is in here? We should look at the mission. We've got cheap trade goods. Actually, a lot of cheap trade goods is really good for us, and cheap tools. So this location turned out to be pretty good, and cheap food. Nice. What is the contract? It is a caravan to where? 3 days to the southeast. That's a hard no. Okay. Yeah, no, I get it. I don't love ads either. You know, like, yeah. Anyway, we could probably leave it at that. I think I made the point. And I'm happy to talk more about that, I suppose, but I don't need to go on forever about it either. All right, where are we right now? 14 for this? Sure. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm always curious what my community is doing. Sanko Magnus, like like Nobu is a really good example of this. Nobu is a professional writer with a huge repertoire of books she's published that are, just very successful. It was interesting to find, hey, there's these people that I know of in the real world to some degree, or I think I looked her up after kind of deal, who are also community members. It's kind of nice. It's like, so yeah. Even if it's the type of game I'm not interested in, I'm curious to hear the devs in the channel or that kind of thing. All right, let's hire this guy and take a look. This is all going to be based on their role. That's actually basically max role for them. Can this guy be good with 1 star 48? I mean, he's better than our existing, right? Yeah. What, Nobu?
You have returned.
All right, let's sell some of this garbage. Do we have matching shields already? Hell yeah.
I should be working low. Good luck.
Thanks to Jal. Thanks to the resub. The 63 lone streak. And thanks for the kind words. All right. What else from here? I mean, that's a pretty good shepherd, I think. I like Bright too. They've like max rolled everything. 5 melee defense, I guess 50 attack is not a max roll for them for the melee, but 92 stams on the low end, 58 HP's high end. Yeah, I don't know. Offended by violence. It's weird. All right. Are Rondell daggers not worth buying? No. I don't think so. All right, I need a name for this guy, please. Do any of the devs ever reach out to you, feedback on the games you're doing? Occasionally. right, so today we really need to figure out some late game brothers from this because our early game has been tumultuous, right? Lots of fights, lots of dangerous fights, lots of interesting loot. We have some gear, we have some loot, we have some weapons, but we don't really have brothers. Are we also going to take a look? All right, so let's buy these. And those.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Thank you, Gugel. 64 for the sub. DHB won the raffle. Perfect. Let's make DHB the fucking archer here. Roll 4s on melee, on ranged attack. Thanks. Okay. Do we want numbers in here? Sure. Okay. So we can get Nobu out of here. She can go fight some orcs. Okay. I think we want to try this other one too. It's kind of cheap. 40, of course, is a low roll on that, so we'll get rid of them. Okay. No orcs. Orcs bad. Your character has a fear of orcs, which I assume is because they can see the future. But we don't know for sure. Okay. A lot of trade goods here. Still no real people that are any valuable. I mean, we could buy the cheese and then run. Where's the nearest citadel that we could dump all this garbage on? Citadel there. Could do this teleport area again, like down to the arena. I'm a little bummed about losing that guy. I think that was one of our arena fighters too, right? Have we been in the arena much? Doesn't look like it. Highest match count is 1 right now. Okay. Need a thing of bolts. Oh no, did one of my frontliners with the bolts die? Wait, really? Alright, I have no bolts right now. Did I sell them here? How long does the sellback work for? Until I leave the town or until... Didn't sell them here either. Okay, so that needs to be a bow for now, which is fine. Okay. I mean, at 48 anyways, we should be using a reach weapon for the first round of fighting, but worth thinking about. Okay. Yeah, normally I work around that problem by not wanting bolts in my inventory by slotting them on people so that they'd use their free inventory slot to carry them for me, but looks like I lost both those people. All right, let's leave here and try to go make some money. I don't know if we can make money off cheese, sadly. It's kind of a trek to get to here. We could take the road route and look for something. Be a little bit longer. Team is kind of okay to fight. Kind of.
A new subscriber.
Thank you, Zanzibar Hero. All right.
We are building an army.
5 arena fights. Trading 25 items. Get a renown of at least recognized and slot a scout. That seems reasonable. Slot a unit. We can do that. Probably. Okay. Four to 6 orc young. Okay. Can lose people here on orc young. Although 4 to 6 is a much more reasonable number than we're normally fighting. Alright, what do we want to do with this? Oops. 14 melee defense. That's a number. Who else wants to play in here? A lot of wounded guys here. Fucking hell, the team's always in such bad shape. I don't know what to do about that either, about the guide stuff. I think most of the perks are relatively up to date. I can't remember exactly what I said about all of them at that point. I've gone up on Pathfinder. They've nerfed Indomitable since then.
A renewal. Welcome back.
I guess,
I caught up.
I think you, Billy Bob Jetfish. But I don't know what to do about that type of question, by and large. Seeing as, does that content live forever? Do I update that type of content forever? I don't want him frontline. Do we have another person who can frontline? 24 HP, 47. We don't really. There's probably something like this. Okay. I have almost no interest in playing the Oathtaker Origin. I don't think it's going to be very interesting. Alright, swords, spear, second shield for that. Alright, let's go fight these orcs. Okay, quick sprint, 100 miles to fight these. They get high ground somehow. Every fight, every enemy starts on fucking high ground. God, it makes me angry. Alright. I'm not even sure they'll come forward. Sometimes orcs will be a pain. We do have 2 archers here, so hopefully. There they come. Good. Can't see it from distance at night. Engagement part of this game is the weakest element. I don't think Battle Brothers is designed to give you nice fights, right? It's part of the appeal of the game is the difficulty, but it sometimes is annoying. Because the difficulty, like the terrain difficulty, can make a huge difference to how the fight plays out. Go. I could give you Night Sight. Maybe I wasted my Night Sight potion. I mean, we're fighting Alps pretty regularly, so maybe. We really need that guy to die. The axe is pretty dangerous. Not as dangerous as a 2-hander as opposed to a 1-hander, but it still can kill somebody. If it goes first, it might just kill this guy. Don't know why I decided to go underneath it. Really wasn't my intention. Blocked my own attack. Nice. Alright, I guess we're still waking up here. I guess. Nice. Attack low ground, then walk high ground. Good, good. Okay. No dagger build this run. So the early game of Battle Brothers is a lot about interacting with what you have given to you. Sometimes you get great heroes, sometimes or great brothers. A lot of times you don't. Sometimes you get good weapons. Sometimes you don't. There's no dagger build. I just don't have a Catal dagger or a guy who can use it yet. So no dagger build this run is like weirdly judgmental of that, perhaps. We don't know yet. All right, what is this modifier? I don't even know this one. 75% food for less, 75% trading food for 100% more. So we would have had, I wonder if trading is buying. I know, Nobu, I know. How's the seed? It's been interesting, but a little challenging. Hard to make money on this seed. Actually, a lot of early game backgrounds that are good here. 2 farmhands, a brawler, a courier, and a butcher. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if they buy more or not. They might buy like super badly. Who knows? So if I sell this, what is it selling for? It sells for base price. Looks like it might just be sale price for them. So we came here to sell and buy backgrounds. The price right now is 15, which is basically not worth selling at. Except for that, maybe. All right. So I guess it's a couple backgrounds, and then we see, I think we're just hiring. They're very cheap upfront costs. And see what we get out of this. Drunk brawler with stars in the wrong spots. So he did roll a 56 out of 57 with 1 star, but there's no melee defense. I think that's just an instant dismiss. What am I looking for these arrow catchers? Just max HP rolls, right? All right, how did the courier roll? Fear of Greenskins, 48 with double stars. It's basically a min roll. This looks pretty bad as well. I don't know if we're keeping that person or not. And then got an Asthmatic Craven, triple HP starred, triple resolve starred, 58 roll with 5 melee defense to start. I think this character can be really good, right? There's an Anatomist event. How does it trigger with Asthmatic? Do I have to have my own Iron Lungs or not? Anyone know? Triple P crushing the rolls again. Good work, Triple P. Okay. I think we want Asthmatic as this background, right? I don't really like Craven particularly. Although they max roll. I mean, look at these rolls. Max roll melee attack by 1. Max roll melee defense exactly. Min rolled initiative. Max rolled resolve. What's their actual stamina here? Stamina low rolled. Medium roll HP. It's still a good roll. Thank you, Snuggle Thug. Yeah, I think all right, I want a name for this guy. I think we're just giving this guy back. I don't think I need fodder quite as badly as that. Quite as bad as that, rather. All right. We could also potentially take a look at this guy. Or there's a farmhand for 10. I'm interested in that, too. For 120, we're going to hire that guy. Music Cat. Okay. I always do this. He does it like that. Okay. Give him a reach weapon and see if he rolls well. Yeah, kind of. Interesting stats here. Useless melee attack, has some melee defense, growth, low resolve, lots of fatigue, lots of HP. Do we want this guy? Is this worth anything? Yeah, let's take a name for this guy. Stam's nice early. All right. Similar event for ailing. Thanks. Sobo, thanks. All right. What do we want with Triple P's stuff? His stats are 6 more levels. He's kind of like early sword. All right, pretty sure we can do double arena fights. Camp till morning. All right, let's take a look what's being offered here, what they're selling at, what they're buying at, etc. 17 is quite a bit better. This is where we probably want to unload. Should look at the arena fights as well. It's the Alchemist. Should look at backgrounds. Gladiator, Nomad. Bunch of garbage. Alright, what are the arena fights? Nachos. Alright. Anyone actually capable of taking this fight now that I've accepted it? Let's hope that's a yes. Okay. Yeah, I saw that you guys were doing a lot of interesting things with that WoW. I kind of want to see what it's. I kind of want to see some of the Kraken tech when we do it, so I'm interested in having that. Fighting nachos, right? Swords are okay here. Dude, 2 people at 6. We lost a guy at level 6 in that fucking raider fight. Just really obnoxious. 7 is so good for defensive roles. These people are all fucked up. Dude, do we bring in these 3? These 3 are pretty monstrous individuals. No nets. We should buy some nets. Do we want anything different here? 67, 66. That really our most accurate? Sure is. So 77 here. Might bring that. I don't think this guy lives with us. I gotta make sure we keep Anatomists in our team too, right? I don't know if you can still trigger Anatomist events with no Anatomists on the team. I suspect not. And we're down to 1 Anatomist because we lost the other one, right? Oh, 2 Anatomists. Okay. There's no way the fencing sword should be on the guy with paranoid. Okay. Kind of want a mace versus this fight. And I kind of want 70 accuracy if I'm going to be running a mace. There's no way this doesn't take quick hands or gifted, right? It's gonna be a lot of missing in this fight. Doesn't have to be swords, but accuracy. Could be this guy. We want to win the fight. This is gonna be a shit show. This is gonna be a fucking shit show. All right, did I assign their trinkets? Yes. Okay. Anything else we can do about gear? We can make that a 110. Don't have another 110. We can make it a 140. Okay. Let's go fight this. Okay. We stammed out, really. Should have swung the opposite direction. That went reasonably well, I guess.